Die, you woody tree fiend! What is going on, guys? My name is James, or ThnxCya, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod spotlight. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Myths and Monsters mod. So yeah, this is a really cool mod, and it's actually currently in work in progress. So this is a very early stage development mod. However, it does already contain some really cool mobs and a lot of cool items. So I thought it might be cool to take a look at it. So yeah, how this is going to work, we're actually going to take a look at the mobs first, because the way to make the items is to gain the drops which come off these very cool mobs. So I thought that the best way to do it would be to take a look at those fellows first. And oops! That was a mistake, but never mind, we can pick up these eggs. So, these are the current mobs that are found in the mod pack, and they're very cool looking. They basically spawn in different biomes depending on what the mob is. So, we're actually going to start, let me find the first one, with these brown eggs here. Now, these are my favourite mobs in the mod pack so far, and these are called Dendroids and the Dendrite Elder. Now these actually spawn in forest biomes, so I'm going to spawn it next to this tree. It's kind of the closest thing I've got to a forest. Now there's two types, and they are aggressive. The first one here is the little diddy one, which is the Den Droid. So this fellow here looks sort of like this weird log creation, and he actually shoots sticks at you and deals 1.5 hearts per damage, so it's fairly strong. They spawn either in pairs or alone, and they also split off from the big one. So this is the Elder Dendroid, and this is kind of the big fella of the group. Now these are aggressive once again. They destroy logs once the player gets close enough, and they actually decay leaves into gravel, so there you go. Oh, that's good timing. So they decay the leaves into gravel, and everyone hates gravel. Gravel sucks. So yeah, you better bring a shovel. So as well as that, it also kind of throws gravel into the air occasionally, and it also attacks a bit like an iron golem, and it suffers no knockback. So yeah, let's actually... Do you know what I think we'll do? I think we should attack one. I'm going to grab myself a sword here. And we're going to go into the old survival mode, and ow! So as you can see, I got a stick fired at me by this little fellow. They make like woody noises when... Oh my god! So what did we learn today? We learned that the Dendrite Elders are really tough. So as you can see, they are very powerful. What I did want to show you there was what happens when you actually attack them. So they kind of make that woody noise, which is like a door breaking down, but what also happens is when you hit them, they spawn off into the mini ones as well, so they are kind of tough to kill. So, you know, you got to be very careful when you see these, but they also drop some items which are used for crafting. Now, as I said, I will be covering the crafting, you know, weapons and that kind of stuff a little bit later on in the video, because there are some really cool items that are found in this pack. So yeah, these are the Dendroids and the Dendrite Elders. Now, these are the ones that spawn in the forest biome, but as well as that, they also have these things here called Fairies, which are very cute. And like, the thing with this mod pack is a lot of mobs don't like each other, so they will start attacking and fighting. Now, what also happens with these little fellow Dendroid thingies is they actually drop sticks as well, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, there's another item here that are dropped by the Fairies. Now, the Fairies are actually passive animals, so they do not attack you, but you can attack them. And yeah, they're kind of just these little sort of blocky fairy-looking things. So yeah, those are the Fairies. Now, the final thing that does spawn in the forest biomes are these things here called the Golden Ram. Now, I am very aware that these things don't like other things, so as soon as I spawn these, yeah, it'll go attacking. The Golden Ram is actually kind of a passive enemy towards you. He's aggressive towards other creatures, but he actually drops an item called the Golden Fleece, or the Fleece, which is used for crafting recipes. So you're going to have to go and kill some of those golden fellows if you want some items. So I'm actually going to move over to the sand biome here, because I'm going to show you a few others. There we go. What's next on the list? Okay, let's do this one here. This is the sandworm, and these actually spawn in packs in sand biomes, so these are actually aggressive as well. They will spawn in groups of about sort of 3 or 4. From what I've seen, there actually might be some random generating ones here somewhere. I think there's one there. But yeah, they kind of look a little bit like sand alligators. They're quite cool looking, but what these do is they are aggressive, and when they attack you or you attack them, they can actually have the ability to dive into the sand. So they will actually dive into the sand if you run too far away, but if I give him a hit... Oh, there we go. He's kind of dived away, and he'll jump out at you, and he will attack you. What the heck? Dab you, bro. Come here. So he's quite a tricky customer. What is this witchcraft? What? I'm gonna try and whoa! Oh my god! So he does jump pretty damn high, and you know, he is aggressive and stuff. They do deal fair amount of damage, not as much as the big tree of death, which we found. If anything, Lord of the Rings has taught us that the big trees are on our side, but they're not. They could be like Sauron's trees or whatever. But yeah, these guys are pretty tough as well, as you can probably see, and they're pretty tricky to kill. So moving on to the final couple of mobs. These actually spawn in tundra biomes, so I'm kind of in the wrong biome here, but yeah, there's a couple. There's this here called the okay, it's actually called the Void Ursas, and oh, they have the ability to turn stuff into dark, and they actually have the ability also to teleport away, so that's not very useful, but they're actually like blinding you basically, so when you come too close to them, they blind you and they disappear. So they're very, 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 very difficult to capture, but they'll actually kind of come back and give you damage and stuff, so you've got to kind of avoid these fellows. They're basically like big black bears. But yeah, ooh, look at the sun. Nice. And the final one here is the Celestial Ursa, which also teleports. It's kind of tricky. Maybe I need to be on a snow biome, so I'm actually going to jump here and find a snow biome and see if we can find one. Okay, so welcome back. I figured it out. You actually need to be at night for these things not to completely teleport away, and these are two of the bears actually having a battle. So one of these is the Void one, and the other one is the Celestial one. This one here, I think it's the Void one, that's the Celestial one. They kind of don't like each other, so I'm actually going to move away here very quickly. Ooh, this one here is the... what's this one here? Yeah, the Void Ursa. So as you can see, it does turn itself into night. Now, this also does have the ability to suffocate enemies that come in its kind of radius. So if we give him a hit... no, he doesn't really like that. But yeah, I'll also have a look at the Celestial one. Oh my god. Blindness! So that was a nice effect there. And also, this one here is the kind of... the Celestial one. I got those two mixed up then. And yeah, this one also drops items which you will need for crafting recipes. So these will be found, as I said, in the tundra biomes. But yeah, there's also one more mob which I think has an egg here. Yeah, there's two mobs here which actually currently don't do anything. They're called hunters. And give me that egg because I want you. So these don't do anything just yet, but as I said, it is work in development. So yeah, let's just run over here quickly. This is a hunter. And he's... oh, no, he is hunting. so he's just going after sort of aggressive mobs and stuff. And this one here is the Elite Hunter. So they look the same at the moment. I'm not too sure what the difference is. But as I've said, these guys will get changed and stuff in future updates. So yeah, now we've seen the actual mobs themselves. Let's take a look at some of the items that we can get from them. And let's probably go and kill some trees in revenge. Okay, so as I kind of said a little bit earlier, most of the items that you're going to see are crafted from drops which are found from these mobs. Now, I'm not actually going to do individual craft. What the hell are you doing, bro? You stay away from me. But yeah, all of these are found on the actual forum page, which is where the mod is found. There's a really detailed crafting guide for every single recipe here. So, you know, if you're someone who wants to go and play with this mod, then that's the best place to go. So instead of showing you every single one, I'm just going to show you the stuff that you can make from these specific items. So we have here fairy dust, which comes from the fairies. We have golden fleece that comes from the rams. We have golden string, hard leather, sand scales, worm tusks, scale leather, seeds, stardust, and this Dendroid mask here, which is actually a craftable item. It doesn't currently do anything, which is a bit of a shame, but effectively combining these items with items already found in Minecraft, you can make yourself these things. So we have here a golden bow and arrow, and we have a lance, a Tusk Lance. We have a set of armor here, which is scale mail and tassets. We have this interesting item here called the golden Lyre, which I'm not too sure what it does. And we also have this here called the Dendrite Chakram, which is a really, really cool weapon. So I'm actually going to show you this first. I'm not too sure what this does. I have had to play around with it, but if you hold down the right button, kind of plays music. So maybe this is some kind of charm, and in the future you'll be able to charm some kind of animal. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, it's a nice little feature. But anyway, let's check out this armor as well here. So we can put that on, and we can put that on. There's no hat or boots just yet, so I imagine they're coming, but that's kind of what it looks like. Let's actually move away from these horribly powerful things and check the actual... So yeah, it's pretty strong, as you can see there. After my game mode has been updated, goes away. Move, go on, move. Ah, there we go. So we've got, what, 6 armor set, so it's pretty strong. Let's change back to the old creative mode here. So yeah, this is the golden bow. Now it works pretty much similar to the normal golden bow. I think it's just a little bit more powerful. As you can see, it's two hits there to kill a Gao, and let's snipe this guy. Ooh, it has a nice effect coming off the back of it as well. Kind of like that. That's very cool. And this here is the Tusk Lance. Now this is kind of like a Lancey style thing. You can throw this, I believe. Oh my god. Or not. So, if you could see what I just did then, I held it down and I actually let it go and it projected me forward a little bit, which is kind of nice. And it can be used as a weapon, like a stabbing tool as well. But yeah, the final weapon that I want to show you is this one, which is my favourite. This is the Dendrite Chakram, and this is like a projectile style thing. So you fire it and it kind of fires these things back, and you know, you can do a lot of damage. So very, very cool. They go flying everywhere, and you can actually re-pick these things up. So that's really nice to see. I imagine you have to make quite a few of these if you're going to spam them like I'm doing here. But yeah, just a really, really cool weapon, I thought. I love the way they spin around. They're not that strong, to be honest, because these guys are pretty tough. I think we've kind of established that. But yeah, really, really nice. So just one more thing. Oh, wow. Are they like homing? Sort of fairly homing. Kind of. They come back to you, basically, if you misfire, which is a nice little feature. But if they actually hit, then they bounce off. So that's kind of cool. Just one more thing that I actually missed from when we were over there. When you actually hit those special Ursas, you actually get the ability of night vision, which is a nice little touch. But yeah, that is it for this mod Spotlight. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. As I've said, it is a work in progress mod, but I really, really like the mobs that spawn in here. I think they're very, very cool looking, and the items and stuff are great. I'm really, really excited for the development of this mod. I think it could be really, really cool. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Incidentally, if this is the first time you've ever seen any of my videos, my name is James, or ThnxCya, and if you would like to see some more, it would be awesome if you considered subscribing to the channel or checking out some more of my videos. And if you enjoyed this video, it would be awesome if you wanted to leave a rating. But until next time, thank you so much once again for watching. It has been a pleasure. As always, thanks, and see ya.